Good morning, my friends, Ant Fam, those of you in the Survivor server, those of you on Twitter who are not yet in the Survivor server, and those of you on YouTube who may find us incidentally. Good morning, this is the Sol Alchemist. This is the Sol Alchemist Speaks category of talks that I do. This is probably my 8th or 9th that I've done. Usually they average about 30 to 40 minutes. I'm going to try to keep them under 20 minutes. I'm known to go on tangents and kind of go into like a lecture format, so I know many of you don't have the attention span for that, and you just want kind of a short update. But you know, I like long form content. You know, I like meat on the bones. You know, I like depth and complexity. So if you're shallow, you don't have the attention span of a fruit fly, skip ahead. Go on to the next. Go follow your favorite influencer. Okay. This is not for you. This is the Sol Alchemist. I mint and make magic on the Solana blockchain. So, with all that being said, you know, being an alchemist, turning lead into gold, that is what our idea has been from the very beginning, and we have achieved that rather successfully. We have been able to turn something that was worth nothing into something that was worth something, and that is the alien ants. And I'm happy that many of our ant holders have either gotten ants for free or for very cheap prices, like 30, 40 bucks, some of them, 20 bucks, some of them. And they are either holding their value or double or triple their value, or just holding steady. So that makes me happy. It makes me happy that while everything is crashing the floor price on the ants, nobody has crashed us yet. We only have 21 unique holders as of right now. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of people that's going to crash us. And plus, the people that we cater to anyway are naturally of the higher IQ variety. So they're not these ADHD Gen Z degens that are, you see what I'm saying, flipping and trying to flip us and dip us and all that stuff, right? Excuse me, I'm still a little bit sick. I'm about 75%, guys. I'm about 75%. I'm getting better. So, you know, we're looking forward to getting back to 100%, 110%. And we're also looking forward back to getting back into the alien ants. Maybe not 110%, but we want to get back into it at least 90 to 100% soon. But we'll get to that here in a minute. So there's a couple things I want to discuss here. And before we get to the alien ants, I want to bring up a topic that has bothered me pretty much since the day I got into NFTs, and it just keeps repeating itself, and it's the same story over and over again, and it just makes me sick to my stomach, and it really turns me off to NFTs, to be quite honest. I mean, there's many times I was like, I just want to get the fuck out of this. I don't want anything to do with it anymore. I hate everything about it. I hate the community, you know, and that's not altogether true. There's a lot of things I do and did love about the NFT community, right? Some of the camaraderie, you know, the friendships that you make, the connections, the business partnerships that you make, that's just great, man. But there's always the negative, dark underbelly of things, right? And with NFTs, it's the greed, okay? So, and the lack of any sort of moral, anything. People have no qualms with rugging you, stealing your money. I mean, there's a lot of nasty scumbag motherfuckery that goes on in the NFT ecosystem, and I know it disgusts a lot of you just the same way it disgusts me, right? And I'd say the majority. It's not even a minority. It's not even half. unfortunately. I'm sorry to say this, guys, but it's the majority. I'd say close to 70% of the, not just Solana NFT ecosystem, although that's where I have the most experience, but probably the entire NFT ecosystem. But I can't say that for 100% sure. But in Solana, I have observed this to a fact that at least 70% of the quote-unquote community is not a community. It's a bunch of shitbags pretending to be a part of the community so they can take your money, right? So, pardon me while I light this marijuana cigarette. You'll just have to deal with it. If this is if you're anti-marijuana, then click off, I guess. I don't know. It helps me. Definitely medicine for me. All right, so anyway, one of the side effects is short-term memory loss, though. So, I kind of forgot what I was talking about. Okay. Oh yeah, shitbags in the NFT ecosystem, right? So there's tons of them. They're everywhere, and what drives them, what motivates them, is greed. They don't care about if your project has good art. They don't care if your project has fucking a game. They don't care if your project has the coolest, most extensive lore of any NFT project in any NFT ecosystem on the planet, like the Alien Apocalypse, for instance. They don't care about any of that. What they want is they want to make a quick profit. They're not in there to hodl. They don't know what hodl means. All they know is buy low and sell high. They don't care what it is, as long as they make a buck. So that brings me to my next point. So basically, these people, before I get to my next point, these people are not believers in NFTs. These people are not believers in the metaverse. These people are not believers in the technology and the powers that crypto and non-fungible tokens can actually give us and present to us. No. They don't believe in any of that. They probably think that NFTs are a Ponzi scheme and a scam, and they're just here to partake and to get in while they can and strike while the iron is hot. If you can dig what I'm saying. It went out again. Hold on. So, and a lot of these guys, and you'll find that many of them are these influencers. And I'll go ahead and name one. I've already declared this guy my enemy a long time ago. The Solstice. This guy has fudded the OG project known as Creatures. He's fudded them before, and they're the first NFT project on Solana. He talks shit about them. He shilled what was known as the proboscis monkeys, alternatively known as dick monkeys. And he shilled those, and they were ugly anyway. I don't know why anybody fell for that or why anybody bought that. I just don't get it. Like, why the fuck? Like, anything but proboscis monkeys. We could have done rhesus monkeys. We could have, there's a million capucha monkeys or whatever. There's a million different kinds of monkeys, right? That we could have used. Anything but fucking dick monkeys, right? But people bought into it, and then they rugged or something happened. I can't remember. I don't pay attention to anything. For the most part, guys, to be quite honest with you, unless it has something to do with alien ants, I don't really pay much attention to it. I don't really go researching other projects. I'm not an investor necessarily in NFTs, although I have attempted to invest in NFTs, and I've done so quite poorly. So I kind of was like, okay, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe it'd be better if I created my own NFTs, and I just became a creator instead, because that's what I'm good at. I'm good at being a content creator, whether it's these podcasts, whether it's these videos that I do. I do all this stuff myself, guys. I do these videos. And yesterday I said in my video that I don't do the art, but yet I actually do art. I do art in real life. I paint, I draw, I sculpt, I do woodworking, I do wood burning. And, I even write poetry. And there was even a time in my life where I was trying to be a rapper, and so I made music, with my poetry, right? And if you're interested in that, I still have that stuff on SoundCloud to this day, and it's really not half that bad. It's just the audio and all that stuff was terrible, because we're talking about the early 2000s here, guys. We're talking back in the days of Little John and the East Side Boys, if you know what I'm talking about, right? So it's the quality is, by today's standards, is not that great. But anyway, so yes, I'm an artist in real life, and I also do dabble quite a bit in Photoshop, and I can fuck around and edit stuff and mess with colors and the basic stuff, right? But I'm not an expert, right? So I'm not a digital artist. So that is why I needed to outsource the art for the NFT project, right? So I just wanted to clarify that point. But so I want to get on to these influencers and how they shill these dick monkeys, the solstice, for instance. Now he's talking about the OK Bears, right? And let's be fair here. I don't know much about OK Bears. I have a very shallow understanding, but the thing about me is I have a very intuitive understanding. So I really only need to look at things on the surface. And with my experience and just intuitive foresight, I can see much deeper below the surface. Just sort of like precognition, right? Or I don't know how to explain it. I just see beyond. And I see things for the way they really are. I'm just intuitive. Look up what intuition is, right? So I'm highly intuitive, and so I just look at these things and I just immediately understand them for what they are, without even needing to be told or have the read tweets. When I read tweets, it only just confirms what I've already theorized in my own head. But basically, this is a project that came over out of nowhere and was shilled by the right people at the right time in the right place, the influencers, and all the people bought it, and some people made money, probably some people lost money, I don't know. But they just came out of nowhere, and some people are like, well, they brought attention to Solana, that's good. Some people are like, they're taking attention away from our projects, and that's bad. And those people are calling those people jealous because, you're just jealous because the OK Bears are doing good, your project's doing bad. Okay, well, I understand both sides. But here's the thing. It comes down, once again, to morals and values, man. The 3 values. Look it up. Hashtag the 3 values. That's something that I coined, okay? And just look it up. But I'll just tell you one of those values, other than transparency. Look, forget it. Let's just... It just boils down to... You can't just come out of nowhere and start shitting on all these other people, for instance, like me, who have been out here busting their ass in the Solana ecosystem. Look, me and my boys, Dalton and Jesse and a few other guys, we would get on here 16 hours a day, man, and we'd chill, projects that they like, I'd chill projects that I like, and of course, I was constantly shilling alien ants, and then they would shill alien ants. It was like, we were doing this shit for weeks, man, months. And we would get a few likes here and there. We'd gain a few followers here and there, and we'd get a little attention, generate a little interest. Never did we go viral, unfortunately. But, for whatever reason, it's hard when you got a lot of haters. And when people know that you're better than them, they're not going to promote you. Why would you promote somebody? If you see somebody that's, man, that guy's talented, he's doing way better than us, they're not going to talk about you, bro. I'm sorry, they're just not. Your competition, you are a threat to them. And I understand that, and I realize that, and that's okay. So, on to the next. So yeah, you don't just get to come out of nowhere and start succeeding like that. That's just not right. That's not right to everybody, for one, that's been here on Solana from the beginning. It's not fair to projects like Creatures, for instance, which is from May of 2021, which the floor price is I don't know, 2 or 3 Sol right now. And they've been here from the beginning. They got a game. They got all this cool shit. Way more shit than OK Bears ever will have. And you guys sleep on them. Why do you sleep on them? Here's the real answer. Be honest with yourself. Go look at the man in the mirror. Or listen to the song by Michael Jackson. Go look at the man in the mirror and take a real good hard look at yourself and ask yourself, why did I really buy OK Bears? Is it because I believe in their mission? Is it because I believe in the roadmap? I believe in their philosophy? Do they even have a philosophy? The Alien Ant Apocalypse has a philosophy. The Alien Ant Anthology has a philosophy. We have values. We have transparency. We have morality. We have 1,000 things that your favorite NFT project doesn't have. But ask yourself, why did I really buy OK Bears? And if you're going to be honest, if you're going to be honest with yourself, you know why. You wanted to make a quick profit. Boom, mic drop. That's it. Game over. You lost. You can't come back from that. You can't come back from that. That is the pure God's honest truth. You only wanted to make a quick buck. You didn't care about the metaverse. You didn't care about the power of a non-fungible token. You don't care about decentralization or cryptography. You probably don't even know what those things mean. You probably just wanted to make a quick buck. And you, sir, you are what's wrong with the Solana ecosystem and everybody who thinks the way you do. You people, for lack of, I'm being polite here, you people are the bane of the Solana ecosystem. And if it were up to me, I'd have you all expelled. Let's just put it that way. Okay? I'd have you all expelled. I'm an intergalactic genocidal motherfucking alien ant. And I don't think the way you motherfuckers think. Right? So, we're built different. Okay? We're built motherfucking different, right? So, look. I'm running close to that 20-minute mark. I just want to say a few things about the alien ants real quick. Give you guys a quick update. Where we're going. So yesterday we talked about where we've been, where we went, and not so much about where we're going, right? We'll light this doobie up. I don't know exactly where we're going. I don't think there is a final destination. I think the entire thing will be a journey, an adventure, if you will. So I don't know exactly where we're going, but I know we're going to get there, right? So if you're holding an alien ant, don't be that kid in the back seat. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Can the devs do something? Come on, we're grown men here. We're grown adults, right? We got shit to do. We got lives. When the time is right, we'll do the damn thing, okay? The time ain't right. There's blood in the streets, quote unquote, right? There's a lot of shit going on with this war. There's a lot of shit going on with the economy. We'll figure it out, right? Our volume is low. We'll find buyers. When the market comes back, the market will come back. Whether the OK Bears bring them in or not. I mean, look, I don't get it, man. The Bears are ugly. I think they're ugly. I think they look way shittier than my 16-bit Sega Genesis alien ants. I mean, honestly, I think my 16-bit Genesis, Sega Genesis alien ants, intergalactic motherfucking genocidal alien ants, look way fucking better than them fucking OK Bears. That shit looks lame as fuck, dude. Grow up. I know you guys are in your 20s, man. Quit telling me, most of you guys are in your 20s. Quit telling me that you guys are fanatic or into some shit called OK Bears. I mean, how else do you pronounce it, right? Is it OK Bears? okay, I'm a bear? Or is it, okay, I'm an okay bear? You might as well be an okay bear, dude. I mean, look, that shit's for kids, and you guys are children to me. So if you want to be a grown-ass man, go get a motherfucking alien ant today. Peace out. This is Sol Alchemist.